Hello. Thank you for listening to and watching You Had Options. This episode I have Daniel from Rebuilder on. We talk about Rebuilder. We talk about Boston. Talk about touring. Talk about seltzers. Talk about how he hates flexies. Talks about how he possibly hates ska bands. I don't know. His words, not mine. No, but seriously, really enjoyed this conversation with Daniel. He's a great booker, great dude, solid guy. Yeah, so many things. But make sure to check out Rebuilder on Instagram. It's at Rebuilder Boston. They have they're pressing their live stream to vinyl, which I believe the recording's out now on services. I hope I'm not wrong, but yeah, go check that out. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Make sure to check out You Had Options. It's at You Had Options on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Thank you for watching and listening. I appreciate it. Are you prepared to begin?
Yeah. We could do the hard hitting questions right out the gate if you want, or you could take it slow.
Man, we'll ease into it like a warm bath. Yeah. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. I don't normally do anything talking related ever.
Okay.
In any sort of like Rebuilder or kind of booking things. I think It's like my third or fourth one in the many years.
Nice.
But we're here. We're doing it.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you on, man. You know, I've had so many, big name New England people on. I've had, I've had Sal from Rebuilder, and I've had Christian, from Talk Me Off, and now you. So I think we're just
the whole holy trinity of New England punk rock. That's it.
Yeah. So obviously COVID has taken its toll on everything.
Oh man. I will preface, if any of this comes off complaining, like I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm good. Like I'm good. Right. But like now to like be dramatic, dude, it was crazy. But before COVID, I was extremely burnt out. I was like, Rebuilder was pretty active always.
Right.
I was booking 2 separate rooms. I would sell merch whenever I could. I was stage managing a venue, and I was stage hand at another venue.
Okay.
I was working like 6 to 7 nights, days a week in rock and roll. And I was like, cool. I'm like I lost a job like 10 years ago and was like, I'm never not going to have a job again.
Right.
And holy shit, within like 48 hours, it all like,
correct.
Yeah.
Bottom fell
like
out.
Instant retirement.
Yeah.
But it's, it's okay. I don't know. I feel like every time you talk to someone, it's like, yeah, the end's like near, but like, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The, so we first started talking because you booked us up in, at Hong Kong?
Yeah. The Hong Kong at Harvard Square.
Yeah. That was fun. The third floor we didn't expect.
Yeah. That's always like an absolute. I try to like preface that a little bit when I like advance the shows.
Right.
But I just like, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't get super, I also like take for granted, like a lot of like the people know it's, a couple sets of stairs. So it's like, oh, I kind of forget that some people don't know what they're at, what they're getting into.
It was cool. It was funny because it was just like one of those just tour situations where like we brought our stuff up to the second floor and they're like, no, it's one more. And we're like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. And that's the thing too, is when I first started in that room, I like went to like meet the owner and like kind of like just see, what it was. Cause it's like, I'd never that, it's like a great place in all, but like prior to having like rock and roll shows, it's kind of was where like, Harvard University kids get drunk and do karaoke. And it's, it's like not to draw such a line between like the jocks and the punks, but like, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't going to do karaoke there.
Right.
Like I didn't. So like I went to that second floor and it was very similar to like how Charlie's Kitchen was set up. And I was like, oh, this is my wheelhouse. Like, I can fit like 40 people in this room. No problem.
Right.
And then they opened the next floor and I was like, holy shit, this is like a room.
Yeah.
Like one big circle room. But yeah, it's cool. They will be having shows again.
Yeah.
I talked to both owners of both bars, and because I don't know if you saw, like Massachusetts is insane, and they're like opening up to half capacity for venues, and like I think I could be wrong, but like 100% to like back to indoor dining and just like just letting it go, which is kind of unreal because we're as a state we're very far behind on like vaccine rollouts in comparison to other states.
Right.
But
yeah, is that a statewide thing that they said they're gonna do?
Yeah. What? Yes. It's kind of like it has like some like not everything is like like a punk rock show. I do understand that. So like when I read it I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. We're like, you're half capacity but people still have to be like seated, and so like tables of 6 and the distances between, and like you can't have someone singing or like playing like like brass instruments or get any kind of projecting.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, what the fuck is that? And I was like, well, there is music that isn't someone screaming into a microphone or like a ska band. Like there is more music than that. But I was like, well, that doesn't fucking who even cares? And it's like, well, no, like someone wants to have like their pub have someone playing mandolin and fiddle for like an hour during dinner service, can go back to it. Yeah. So
has Dickie Barrett released a statement? Because it seems like this is affecting him the most.
Oh God, no, Christ, no. He's in like Los Angeles.
Okay.
I heard he's cool. Sal, I don't know if you talked about Boston with Sal. Sal, like he works for the band.
Okay.
We were out. It was oh God, I got like really fucking drunk. So it was the Kimmel show. We were on tour, and like Dickie's like part of the Kimmel show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
And they have these like this like almost like VIP like it's almost you go into someone's like home entertainment area, but there's like a personal bartender.
Okay.
And it's like, you have like your pass. It's like, oh, I'm a guest of, and they just like, whatever beer the sponsor of the show is like on tap. And it was just like, I forget who like the comedian and who like the actor was on the show, but like real people and like, famous people's real famous friends. And it's just like, we're Builder drinking the free, like, I don't know, fucking Heineken's just cry. It's like, but it was fun. It was fun. So Dickie Barrett's cool in my book because he got me like crazy day drunk in Los Angeles.
Oh shit! Was Jennifer Aniston or any cool famous friends just hanging out in the? No.
I wish if I had known, I would have prepared who the guest was. But I remember. So Craig, who like plays or played in Rebuilder, is a big sports guy, and I guess he was like, like a sports athlete turned commentator who
Oh,
was,
okay.
and I guess had like said some pretty like, controversial, like hot takes,
Okay.
whatever, like 5 years ago, hot takes were.
Right.
And he was the guest, and Craig's like, "Oh, I can't believe that guy's on." I was like, "Yeah, but the Heineken's cold, dude. So
Right.
like, I don't fucking care who's in this room.
Right.
We're all cool here."
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I fucking hate Los Angeles. Uh,
Yeah.
but
It sounds like a not fun place
yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. Unless you can like hang out in the VIP section of like the basement of NBC Studios or whatever, like it's not cool. No, but anyway.
Have you always been in Boston or in the Northeast?
Yeah. I mean, Manchester, New Hampshire, which is like 45 minutes north of it, and yeah, I moved here for college
Okay.
in like 2007 or eight, and it was that thing where like my parents then like moved to Florida like shortly after,
Okay.
like we're talking like almost like dropped me off at college and like kind of
All
kept
right.
driving.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was like, cool. So like when it came time to that like, I mean, I can't speak for where everyone's from, but like a lot of people were like born in New Hampshire, you go to like Maine or you go to like Boston for school, maybe New York City, and then you like move back. Because it's, there are houses and no rent and,
Right.
but I just like, my parents moved to Florida and I was like, I'm going to stay here.
Yeah.
I like to not go to Florida and like what's there in New Hampshire. Like New Hampshire is just like miserable and there's like just drugs and it's just like not,
Yeah.
I don't know, nothing for me there.
I gotcha. Yeah, I feel you. What was I gonna say? Before Rebuilder, were you have you always been in bands?
Yeah, for sure. Like I was in like high school bands a bunch.
Right.
And then I worked at like a record store, Newberry Comics.
Right. Yeah. Famous.
And oh yeah. So I worked there, and I had like a band there, and then it just like for some reason I just like stopped playing for like a couple years,
Yeah.
and it was kind of great. Like it was just I do love music, and it's like it absolutely is a part of everything. But it's just like, at that point I was like, high school like bands and like college bands, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess I don't play music anymore, and it's like that's a thing that happens for a lot of people. And it was, I met Sal because he was in Dead Ellington. That was like a punk band in Boston.
Oh, okay.
They played like my high school band's record release show in 2005.
Okay.
Ish. And yeah, I like ran into him and he was like, hey, do you know anyone who would play bass on this like a tour with it was Jay from Suicide Machines, has a band Break Anchor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, I need someone to play bass on this Break Anchor tour. And I was like, dude, I love Suicide Machines, let's go.
Man.
And I just, here, I've quit the band like 3 times, but like I'm still here.
Yeah.
But yes, I've always kind of just been in a band,
Yeah.
which is fun. It's I say like it's a painful thing. Like I'm just like realizing it's been like a waste of my time. No, I love it.
I get it. Yeah. Well, trying to explain it to people who don't like tour or like try and put out records and stuff like that, it's tough to explain because you eat so much shit for just so long just to like at the trying to chase that next high of like a good show or like a good release or something like that. And
yeah, like I think it was like within the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm not an old guy. I'm like, ish. I'm like 31.
Okay.
And it was like 2 or 3 years ago was the first time I took a vacation that wasn't a tour, and it's like, whoa, and it's like, I'm sure with you where it's like, I've never like been in the band just to jam. It's like, cool. When's the next record? When's the next, like, it's this checklist that once it's done, you like wash it off and then you just
start back
kind of
over.
do the same steps.
Yeah.
like freaking psychopaths.
Just like, yeah. Just if I just keep dumping money, it's gonna turn around, you know. But it's like, it's just a labor of love, you know, and it's tough to explain, especially like because I work in an office job, and that's my day job, and so being like, we did like a 2-week tour, yada yada yada. And they're like, oh man, you guys must have just fucking so much money. And I was like no.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I had it was one of my old jobs. He let me leave all the time. Like at first he's like, oh, like you must like. He just was under the impression that I am just doing a lot of cocaine and sleeping with like a lot of beautiful people.
Yes.
And just waited. I go, well, no. You kind of just eat at a lot of, like, you have a favorite chain of fast food and like favorite chain of gas station.
Yeah.
And like, you just get to catch up with like a couple buds who like, you should just go, you know, like to me, like, why don't I just go see my friends in Chicago? Like I shouldn't have to wait to tour there. I could just, I'm an adult. I could just fly there.
Right.
But, it's definitely wild. But I do miss it. That was the thing where like, Rebuilder kind of like not broke down or broke out by any means, but like the end of 2019, like Craig stepped away, for a bit. Like Brandon was like, I don't really like ask me before, you know, when things come up, and if I'm around, I am. And I was like, I'm here, but like, I want to really cherry pick like the tours.
Oh, for sure.
Like I don't need to see Cincinnati ever again at all. Fuck it. Like I don't, it's like, I'll fly out to West Coast stuff, and like, I like fests and like our Montreal swings, but like, it's got to be like really, you know, and like Sal's like, I love this and like I want it all in, which is like great. So we all kind of, but now I'll play Cincinnati like 7 days a week if I could.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, touring is fucking weird. I love it and hate it all in one.
This weird fickle mistress, but yeah, I've just been driving. I ran around like once a week, just being like, oh man. You know, kind of like rubbing the felt ceiling, like, oh yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. It sounds like the van that we use is like he drives it around like day to day. That's like his vehicle is a 15 fucking passenger.
Hell yeah. Just in case.
Like, absolutely. But, but I'm hopeful. I don't know. I think it'll at least be back next year.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be. Like, we'll just be like, but this year, you know, I think it's too early to count it in or out. I think we just still gotta like be good. You know, it's like we can tell like, you know, that like school's almost out, but we still gotta like do the work and like be diligent, and then it'll pay off. Because if we don't like, you know, like it's like Texas is. I just saw that they're like fully open. Like no mask. It's like, yikes, that's going to set you back.
Yeah.
Like there goes progress there.
Yeah. Yeah. Next year for sure.
Yeah.
Mark my words, everybody.
So we'll start the, you know, the bet at $5.
Yeah. Were you ever into like Bridge 9 and hardcore bands and stuff like that in that area?
Yeah. So, and this is said with like that, with like the most respect. I do like the music a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't like the violence of the shows.
Yeah. Machismo, like tough guy, like tough guy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. That was, you know, like I just to like put it into like a perspective of it. It was, I think 2008. I know they're like now like a band again, but it was the first real reunion of like American Nightmare coming back.
Right.
And it was like, you know, I think it was like the Lion's Head in Quincy, or it was like there like a VFW. It was like, what everyone would want it
hardcore
to be.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. And, a friend of mine who was like a regular at the record store, he's like, hey, I got like an extra ticket. Like, do you want to come? I was like, nope. Absolutely. Like, nope, not at all. No, I'll look at everyone's phone footage from it. I'm sure there'll be like a DVD at some point. Like I buy the records. I love it. But nah, not for me. Not for me. But I love it. I'll buy your t-shirts. I'll buy your records, man. I'll support your band. But like, I stand there with my arms crossed. Like I am the audience member I don't want to play to, if that makes sense.
I got you. I feel that. Yeah. I find myself doing that sometimes. Not even at hardcore shows, just at normal shows.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely good, and it's like, I don't know. It's definitely like Boston always has something going on.
Right.
Which is kind of cool because we're like small. We are a very, very small little community. Even so much that we'll like pull from like New Hampshire and like Western and the Cape and shit. Like we'll take places that are like within an hour drive and so like kind of count it as the same little community just to like pack it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's good.
How long have you been booking at the two rooms that you book?
Charlie's will be 6 years in. Oh Christ! I was gonna say 6 years in February. We're very much past February now. Yeah. So yeah, I've been 6 years there, and the Hong Kong, I had pretty much a full year, and then the world fell apart.
Right.
But yeah, the Hong Kong was like the trial and error for certain. Yeah. with that room. But yeah, so that was like, I guess coming up on like 2 years. It was St. Patrick's Day weekend the weekend after, because Sal was helping me open the room, and my old roommate Leo, who is I guess was, because the world, he was guitar tech for Dropkick Murphys.
Okay.
So like the three of us were like kind of helping to have it be a room, and the Dropkick plays St. Patrick's Day in Boston, like duh,
a week. Yeah, a week of it.
Yeah. So we work all the shows, so it's like let's just have our first show the weekend after this, so that it doesn't like conflict with anyone's schedule or like anything's weird. And but yeah, so it was like a year there, and before then, I like, I'll do like one-offs at other places, but I think those are like the two rooms that I was able to like put like, I didn't have to ask anybody. I'm like just putting in like the dates in my phone, and
right.
like, if like something were to go wrong, which there were times,
right.
like I'm answering the questions.
Yeah. Was that something you wanted to do, to be like the booking guy for rooms, or was that just something that just kind of fell in your lap?
Both. Like I like wanted to, and then it kind of like fell into the point where I was like, I kind of like jump in and then try to figure it out.
Right.
So it's definitely like, oh man, shit, I gotta figure this out.
Yeah.
Like it was like with the Hong Kong, we were kind of just taking our time, and then it was like, March, we had a couple of shows, and then like it was like April, a lot of cool shows are coming through, and I was like, I gotta figure this shit out, because like this is I gotta make this kind of work. But yeah, it's just like, it's kind of that it's like you need that for like like it's, if you tour, like there's nothing like more valuable than like the show trade, that's just
absolutely, that's
like the the punk like buffet where it's like, oh, it's like, so it's like definitely I don't, not like it's like I don't know, like blackmailing or like extortion people, but it's like, hey, if you help me out, like I got you on a Friday, or got it's like, it just, it's like just trading cards back and forth. But it just seemed like it was valuable. It was something that, like, if someone was gonna do it, and I would like it to be me,
right?
Kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think like you were saying, how you want to be like the guy to, if something goes wrong, like you're the guy to answer for it. It's I think that shows how much you like care about the shows that you're actually booking. It's not just like random band hits you up and they're like, hey, can you put me on here? Like, yeah, whatever. And then that's the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. I remember just when you were just brought up how, like, just like the person to like answer for it. I remember it was a punk show, and everyone had like because like I forget which night of the week that you guys played, but like Friday and Saturday, when there are pretty busy karaoke nights, when the shows end, the shows kind of like go from the third floor to the second floor.
Yeah. And
I guess it was like someone smashed a beer bottle over their head like after the karaoke. Yeah, I just like, having to like answer to that was like weird, because it's like, you having to explain why someone, it's like, why am I answering for someone else?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, like, have you had like 1,000 beers? Because then you would think to do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, man, I don't know, like, sounds like they bought a bunch of beer at the bar. That's cool. Yeah. That like helps business. Right. Like trying to like put a positive spin on it. And like, yeah, could it like not happen again? I was like, I will say it won't happen again, and I might be lying.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say yes, because that ends this conversation.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You can't be like, well, I don't know, it might happen again, because then they're like, all right, let's shut it down.
Yeah. It's like, no. But yeah, it's having to like ask bands to like not
smash beer bottles over their heads.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I've had to like ask, like I don't do it for like a band coming through on tour by any means, but like I have been like the last few years like having conversations where like, if like a local band's playing and they're not stoked on the turnout, I was like, well, you know what, man, like there's only so much I can do. Like I'll like give it all I can, but it's like, like if you like. Not to like every show is on like its last limb, but it's like if we don't help to keep this growing and sustaining, like this bar could just have 15 people in it anyways, without bands. So it's like we all kind of gotta try. Even just trying. I mean, maybe people do, and I don't see everything, but it's like, yeah, it's fucking. Yeah, so I don't know. I think show booking's been kind of cool. I tried to it was I won't tell you it was a Live Nation room, but I did interview to like try to maybe be like the assistant to like the buyer of one of the bigger rooms.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe that'd be like kind of cool. And I love and respect my buds who like are in that world. And it was just, yeah, like during like the interview, I was like, maybe I don't ever want to get out of the like 100 cap room,
Bad
like
bad vibes.
Nah, I mean I don't ever want to talk poorly, because like Rebuilder gets to like play those bigger rooms, and like it's all great people involved. Like it's just, it just was like, man, I don't know if I could do this, like if I could be a hand in making this like 500 cap show work as like, promoting and booking and the, so I was like, yeah, I think I'll just stay to that like bar punk, right. 130 cap or so.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I imagine the next level, it's, maybe it's a good comparison or a good analogy to be like booking, the 100 cap rooms is like playing at the $5 buy-in blackjack table. And then like, the next level is like, I don't know, $100, $200 buy-in.
Yeah. Oh,
you know
yeah.
What I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, so it's just, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'll have a change of heart one day, or maybe it
Right.
was just like that, like the first swing and a miss, and I took it way too personally. But yeah, I think it's, I think it's like, treading water quite nicely where the water's nice where I am at the moment.
It's nice and lukewarm there.
Yeah, yeah.
So you play the Mark Hoppus bass.
I do, like the actual like Mark Hoppus signature. Yeah.
How long have you been playing that?
That is, well, I got that for basically free.
What?
Yeah. So I played a what you call it, like a Squire bullshit thing,
Right.
forever ago. Like when I was kind of first, because when I was in Rebuilder, like at the beginning, like I never played bass before, so I had never owned a bass before.
Yeah.
And it was a good buddy of mine. I lives not too far away. He sent me a text one day. He goes, "Hey, would you like want a bass if it was like powder blue? Like that doesn't matter to you, right?" And it's like funny because that was like literally the color that I was playing.
Right.
And I was like, like I don't care what color. He goes, "Yeah, I didn't think so. I just wanted it. Like, do you want this?" And it was like the Mark Hoppus signature bass. I was like, "Dude, you don't want it?" And it's like he just didn't play in bands anymore. He goes, he's like, "I went to go to my mom's. I got some stuff out of the basement." And he's like, "I like gin and I like bourbon. And so if you don't mind just like coming over with like a bottle or two, we'll just trade it out." And I think I don't think I spent more than like 60 or 70 for like a couple bottles. Maybe got one nice. I forget what it was. And I just like was like, "Here, this." And he's like, "Here," and just handed it to me. And like my roommate, well, like Leo's a guitar tech, so he just like set it up, because it was like it'd been in like a gig bag in the fucking finished basement for like ever. And yeah, for like, so I do love it. Yeah. And I got it for absolute, like literally a short of a bottle of fucking bourbon. I basically stole it. And I love it.
Yeah.
For that. But yeah, it's good. I'm not like so much like a,
Are you a gear guy or like a?
No, which is such a bummer. Because this sounds so fucked. I don't hear very well.
Okay.
Like I definitely way blew out my ears when I was younger. And like it's just like it's tough when people are like, "Oh, like this or this," and like I mean if it sounds like dog shit, like yeah. But like if it's a real subtle difference, fuck if I know, like at all. And it was tough because like, I wish I could have talked with him more. But Steve Foote, who played in a Big D in the Kids Table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was shared a practice space with them, and he is like bass, like he just crushes it, and is very much a gear guy. And like every now and then, we'll go back and forth about stuff, and like I just wish I had like more than a couple more cents to throw into like the fucking convo. But yeah, I'm not a gear guy. I fucking got a Sans amp, and I fucking tuner. Sal's would probably say I never fucking even touch, and I go for it. Which is
I think it works. You guys, the recordings are good, Yeah,
I mean that's like that. Also, is like the guy who do our records with J Moss. He's like the fucking fifth member. Like he just it's great. I think we're now doing like the third full thing with him, and it's like he's been he recorded my band in high school. Like I've known him forever, so it's just like easy, I want everything to sound a mix between like the Bouncing Souls and that one Jimmy Eat World record. Okay. And it's like boom, let's see what we can do.
He did y'all's live stream too, right?
Yeah, yep, yeah. That was a fucking pain in the dick, man. That
That's
was
what Sal made it sound like.
yeah. It was man, like I did love it. Like it was
Yeah.
great. Like it's very much like one of the things when, you know, not even deathbed shit. Like when I'm like old and like a freaking has been, I'm like, oh, we even got to do this. Like, you know, the times were so weird. We're like playing live records to nobody
Yeah.
and having to explain to like my children like what that means. And yeah, it just was like, fuck, I don't know. It just wild. You know, like we had like, you know, like in ear packages. It's like I'd never. I think once or twice I've used them before,
Yeah.
but like it just was like everything was, you know, it was wild. The
Yeah.
times are wild, and everything that you just try to do normally in these wild times lean more towards the wild.
Right.
But that's fun. Yeah, the records should be out soon. People,
Yeah, you guys pressed the live stream, right?
yeah, it was. I'm very much like a vinyl guy. That's
Right.
like, and I was almost like hesitant to press it because I wasn't sure if it was going to be received well.
Gotcha.
But it, you know, enough that like it made sense to press it, and people have been digging it. So you know, I'm thankful for that. So I'm thankful that there won't be like 249 copies in my library. You know, because
I feel that. So we did get some questions in from the Instagram.
okay.
I won't tell you who is asking them. They'll stay anonymous.
Okay. Perfect.
First one is asking, how does he feel about flexies?
Oh God, they are. Yeah, they're like dog shit.
Right.
Like, well, there's like two ends of it. There's like, you have to like accept like taking like the loss on it. Like for instance, I got a flexi today.
Yeah.
And the 7-inch I bought, they threw in a flexi, and it was for a band I never really checked out. And I'll check it out. Like that's cool. Like it's, you know, like obviously you can have it all over like graphic on it. You know, you got a couple dozen spins in it. That's cool. If you like make people pay for it, like you're a monster. Like a flexi is like, it's fucking dog shit. Like I remember it was a flexi I had, and like they're also like they're touchy to the point where like some, if I put like a quarter on, it's enough weight, and some like a nickel is enough weight to like keep it down.
Okay.
On it, and it's just fucking like I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like looking for fucking change to play a song. So if you're like tossing them out, there are worse ways to like lose money and try to get it out there.
Yeah.
But if you want like my money for that, like what do you do? Like just no, like make a tape or just or I don't know, take that money and like put it behind like a paying a couple of Facebook ads to push a single, or like, you know,
right.
You could set your money on fire differently and stay warmer longer, I think. Jesus. Watch like Rebuilder do like a flexi. Like Sal would be like, we should do one. And I'm like,
exclusive flexis.
Yeah, I'm like, I just talked so much shit. I can't backtrack it.
Wow. Okay. The next one. This is their words.
Okay.
The fuck do you have against ska, you beautiful son of a bitch?
Oh man. Well, I hate cheese ska. That like cheesy, like Real Big Fish.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, like just like that, like cheese factor. Yeah, I don't fuck with that. Sal has more of like the hate with like ska. But what's tough is that like I don't like a lot of like current ska bands, their music. I like that they're like crushing it. I like that it's like positive and it's like it's fun. Like when we played that last fest, the whole like day was like a bunch of ska bands, and it was like the room just felt significantly more fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everyone was like, you know, it's you know, it's just not my. I don't fuck with it too hard. But like I don't know, like I do like brass instruments though.
Okay.
So like I've been getting into like Pisser, Cobra, and like that first like Siege record where it's just like that's like
Okay.
like this like one out of tune horn kind of coming out of nowhere.
Okay.
So like I do like brass but yeah, it's just I don't know. And I'm not too cool. Like I'm not trying to like snob.
Right.
I just like I don't like ugh.
You like what you
Nah.
like, man. Yeah.
I like what I like, yeah. But I'm all for it. I still book ska bands.
Okay, and we did get one more that I think is I don't think this person is taking the questions very seriously, and it says, "Why are you so handsome?"
Oh God, that is
Can you guess who that is?
that had to be Christian.
Yes. Damn it.
Yeah, had to be.
Get some.
Had to be.
Get
Well,
some.
if I knew why, then I would then know how, and
Bottle
then
it.
I could I could profit it.
Right.
But until I figure that out, I'm not, until I can find a way to like, make some money off of it and keep it going for others. But yeah, just like grow a beard. That's like step one.
That'll cut down like 30% of your problem if you grow a beard.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want people to look at it, cover it up a little bit.
Right.
And you get.
Yeah. Is there so Dropkick Murphys have become like a folk myth type thing, right? Just being just in the sense that they're just like such a huge thing.
Like they'll play at like the mall, like they'll be like on the speakers at the mall, like they're like they're like a band, they're like a real band.
Yeah.
It's weird. I hope this doesn't come up so sad, and I'm laughing about this, but like my dad and I we don't have a relationship. Hence, can't have a bad relationship. We don't have one. But one of the last times I like ever like was in a room with them, I overheard him like telling someone else that like my band had played with Dropkick Murphys.
Oh, yes.
Like so it's like like dad proud. But so it's just like that's like they're like that. They're like big enough that like if there's any like affiliation, it's like I was like, whoa, like my son played, oh my God. Yeah. But yeah, it's weird. They're all great. I met a couple of them. Sal works for them. Like we've been able to play with them much times. Like really, really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like it's yeah, it's definitely like weird like seeing it didn't last too long, but for some of the tours that we did, not the earlier Builder tours, but like midway a couple years ago, is I would lie to people on tour and say that Ken Casey was like my like second cousin kind of thing. Yeah. And just because like sometimes you can like get away with like the whole lie, know?
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, I think I could like push this one, where it's like, and I think I could come off that's not the, it's just like, gosh, yeah, it's like another white guy. Maybe he's related to Ken Casey. It's like, yep.
I'd believe it.
Yeah, but I no longer lie about that. But nonetheless.
Well, shit.
But.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that's like whenever y'all are out and you say like, "Oh, we're from Boston." I imagine people are like, "Oh, Dropkick Murphys."
Yeah. Oh, you know what's the fucking worst too? It always, it's like, oh, you're from Boston. I go, yeah, yeah. I go, oh, like where though? It's like, okay, you want to fucking do this? It's like, okay, we got like two in Somerville, like a Watertown and Brighton. And
Yeah,
I'm like, I go,
I know.
so like,
I know Southie.
yeah, it's like, so like, what the fuck, man? It's like, okay,
Right.
so it's like, like we just dropped it on you. So it's like, you either know where those are and know that like, they're part of, or like, yeah, just like, it's like the worst. It's like, unless you like name the one, like that you live on the one street that person visited once in like 8th grade on like a field trip. They're like, oh, so like for real Boston? It's like, yeah, not all of us live in fucking Faneuil Hall, dude. It's like we don't live there. Like that's like, it sucks. Yeah, that's maybe me just being a bitter local now.
Well, I can see that because so many like movies are centered around Boston. There's so much like so many stories of Boston, just like in the whatever there's like a myth around Boston almost.
Oh yeah,
mythology around Boston, and so I imagine people are like, oh, well, I've seen the town. I can tell you about Boston.
Yeah, it's like no, it's like yeah, like there is that. I do not. I won't take that away from people, but like it's like where a good chunk of people live is like those areas that like because we're like a college town,
right?
We like
how many colleges are in Boston? Yeah.
I think most per capita. I can't tell you how many, but I remember being like, I think we are the most colleges in our area. But like with that said, it's like we live where like everyone's just constantly flipping, like every it's just like wild. Like my friend, my two friends, they moved to Portland, Maine, and they were like, yeah, like the lease cycle doesn't start on September 1st, and I was like, I thought like the world did, because like that's Boston, like September 1st, like that's when school starts. That's when everyone moves in, like even like your apartments. And I was like, oh man, I like didn't even think about that. Like, it's like that. We're so college that we are.
It's run off the college schedule. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's where like we live, where it's like it's all the fucking college kids that are now, everything's in the condos and,
right.
It's whatever. It's fucking is what it is,
Yeah.
We're gonna get priced out eventually, so it doesn't even matter what it is. Man, it's not about the condos. It might as well be fucking another mall or a Starbucks. Like, we're getting priced out regardless. So
yeah. Hey man, you can come on down to beautiful Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah. I don't think we've been to Alabama.
Have you guys gone to New Orleans from like Florida or vice versa?
Had to have. The only time we were in New Orleans was at the height of my drinking. Oh, and
what a good time to be in New Orleans. Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even, that was crazy. Anyway,
right.
But yeah, so I think yeah, we had to pass through it.
Yeah, so Mobile is like, if you're driving to Florida from New Orleans, Mobile is, the interstate runs through Mobile. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, come on down. Yeah. It's beautiful, Yeah. Okay. So, your change of subject. I was about to go down a rant hole, but anyway, change of subject. You're a seltzer man.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. What? So we were talking earlier, but what is your brand of choice? I already know the answer, but yeah.
Well, so yeah, I am a polar guy, which surprises nobody. But I want to open this up to the people out there. So you have to do the work. You gotta get a couple, but I can't believe I'm going to do this again. But I promoted last time. I was talking to someone. Target has their own brand of seltzer.
Bubbly?
It's called no, it's called it's right fucking here. Good and Gather.
Ooh,
and
okay.
and like pomegranate dragon fruit. Like, are you fucking serious? And it's like, it's like cranberry citrus. I don't know. It's just fruity as shit, right. And they're great. And it's like pretty inexpensive. And I didn't think I'd be championing a Target brand of seltzer.
Sell out, bro.
But yeah, I mean, if anyone don't get the mint. Mint's fucked. It's gross. The cucumber mint one, don't save your like $3. But no. Yeah, if anyone, so obviously Polar. But yeah, if you're in Target, man, just like throw like a case on. Right.
Have you had AHA?
Yeah, I have.
Thoughts?
Well, I accidentally had the one, I think it's maybe the green tea. I had the one that has caffeine in it, which I do fuck with caffeine, but I want to know I'm having caffeine.
You got dosed with caffeine.
Yeah, it was just like, I was on about like end of the day, threw it back, and I was like, oh, cool. I just had 16 ounces this is great. I'll see 4 in the morning now. But no, it's cool. I like their 16 ounce pounders. I like that. I like that style.
Right.
I fuck with drinking a lot of something.
Yeah.
Now it's just seltzer.
Right. But, yeah. I feel that.
But yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, it's like it doesn't like I know that bubbly. They're good. Yeah. It's definitely they're what their name is, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I do like it. It has a little extra fizz to it.
Okay. This seltzer talk leads me to my next segment, which I'm going to share my screen here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Screen and share. Can you see a tent and a night sky?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I've prepared some celebrity endorsements for some seltzer products.
Okay.
And I would like for you to choose what you think might move the most, like product, I guess, or like maybe what's your favorite.
Sure.
Okay. First up, we have Lenny Kravitz, Cranvitz Lime.
Well, I don't. I hate to pigeonhole someone into something, but right. I just can't look at Lenny Kravitz anymore without seeing his dick fall out.
Brother.
So it's tough. I'm looking at, but no, I think he could,
reinvent himself maybe from the dick fallout.
He could, I think because he's like cool. He's like a cool guy.
Right.
I think one of like the,
yeah.
It's like a lot of like older rockers are like, like he's the only guy I'm like, oh, he's not like a dad. He's just like a cool guy.
Right.
So I think he would fall with the hip. I just keep seeing dick.
Right.
Which is fine.
That's on you. That's not on Lenny, man.
Oh man. I think we watched that like a million. I think that came up like on tour, and we just like kept watching that video of him like crouching down. It's over and over and over. But anyway, yeah, right. I think he moved some.
Move some Polar?
Yeah, he would.
Yeah. One thing about Lenny Kravitz, he's timeless. I think he's like 60. He might be 65 years old in this picture.
Oh, you're probably not wrong. Yeah, it's probably like one of the only person like wearing necklaces, not just I'm not like bummed. I'm not like what an asshole.
Right.
I don't know.
He's got the tied up what do you call that? Tied off shirt? I don't know.
Yeah, it's it's probably like someone's scarf he made into a shirt. That's great.
Hey, give me the scarf. I got to take this picture real quick.
Yeah. Those pants he's wearing, one, they're amazing.
Right.
But one of the biggest regrets of my life are around like tight leather pants. In
Please.
Tilton, New Hampshire, there's like this an outlet mall, yada yada bullshit.
Right.
And so I was up there, and it was not maybe at the Levi's store, but there was a store going out of business, 70% off, nothing, no hold back, and it was a pair of white leather pants, and they were in my size. I was like 15, 16, like coming into myself as a young man,
right,
trying to, and I was like, I can't do it. I didn't like. Now if I had like a pair of leather pants that like 80% off, fit me, I buy dumber shit every week.
That's just that experience coming in, at 15, 16, you can't be walking around with leather pants on, I don't think, unless you're down as hell,
Yeah, no, like everything else, like of my, dare you use the word aesthetic, like a 15-year-old. I'm just a nerd. Who,
David Bowie. What do you?
But it would have been like, like what doesn't fit here,
right?
It's like that's like you have like a fucking Dropkick Murphys extra large T-shirt and like skate shoes, but I don't skate, and like these tight ass leather pants.
Yeah.
But.
Wow. Are you ready to move on to the next celebrity endorsement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who we got?
Let's see here. So we got Carrot Pop.
Oh, I do like the name of it.
I think, yeah.
I fucking hate. I don't like Carrot. I can't even name a specific reason why I hate Carrot Top.
You don't need one.
I just like, that was, I hate it. I also hate that like you made like a career off of like looking kind of funny. Like, it's like, that's like a happenstance. So that's like not like there's like part, like you helped be part of the reason why like a lot of people like weren't comfortable with like their hair or like, it's like, right. You're like, it's like, fuck Carrot Top. However, carrot juices and stuff, I don't not fuck with it. So if there was an actual carrot seltzer without his fucking brand on it, like get him out of there. Like if Carrot Pop existed,
yeah,
I'd try it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't buy a case, but like I'd buy like the 1 liter. I'd give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Carrot Top is polarizing. I follow him on Instagram, and he posts insane things, and so maybe I don't know. Maybe I just like a good train wreck. I don't know.
Yeah. That's I mean I never want to wish this of anyone, but like I almost hope he's like not a nice guy. Like if he was like super nice and just punching him in the gut right now, then like I feel bad. But like he just seems like it's just like he's kind of out there with like Pauly Shore for me. Like I just
the weasel.
Can't. No, thank you.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
Ugh.
Okay. This next one. Have you seen There Will Be Blood?
Oh my God. It's been a while.
With Daniel Day-Lewis?
I saw. I think when it came out, which is 50,000 years ago at this point. Yeah. I've seen it.
Okay.
I'll probably.
It's one of my favorite movies, and but anyways, we've got Daniel Day-Lewis as Daniel Plainview in There Will Be Blood with the milkshake.
This is great. I'd fuck with that because that's like, that's a person who's deserves to have their thirst quenched.
Right.
That's definitely is like, that's what's up, just a freaking
covered in oil. Your refinery just exploded.
It just, it's like you you know, you're busy kicking ass all day.
Right.
You need someone to take care of you now.
Right.
And that's what this beverage. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow. So out of the three, who do you think is moving more?
Lenny Kravitz, probably. Yeah. I just, it's because I didn't know he was that old. I mean, he speaks like maybe the guy 50, touches.
Maybe he's 50, 55. I don't know.
But who knows? Does he know? Well, I goddamn hope he does. But
burned his birth certificate. Yeah.
Yeah, with Kravitz, he's touching like 3 different generations. At least I think he's moving the units. His royalty check's going to be the biggest of the 3. Right. That's for sure. Yeah. If anything, I'm sure Polar would have to drop Carrot Top for something offensive he's done. So, save yourself the time, Polar.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, damn. Well, Daniel, stay on for a second, but you had options, but you decided to talk to me tonight.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it, man.
I loved it, man. Was it Friday? Wednesday? Tuesday? What else would I do on a Tuesday night? Come on.
What else would I do on a Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday? Oh, shit. Well, Daniel,
thanks for having me. I hope this was fun for you. It was fun for me. And if anyone listening didn't like it, then they should have fucking turned it off by now. So that's on them.